This edition of YouTube Suggestions is brought to you by the upcoming feature film April vs. the Chicken Patties, in theaters April 1st. Hey everybody, welcome to another YouTube Suggestions, our 15th edition of these videos. A cookie for you if you get the reference in the thumbnail. If you're new to this channel, or this is your first time watching one of these, take a look at a few of the previously featured channels while I give you a quick explanation. On YouTube Suggestions, we take a look at 5 small channels on YouTube. I give a brief rundown of some of the things you will see on their channel, and maybe tell you a little about the people that run it. For our purposes here, a small channel is any channel that is under 25,000 subscribers, and most of the channels we feature are well under that. I am subscribed to all the channels I put in YouTube Suggestions. The creators are not necessarily subscribed to A View from the Middle, even though many of them are. Now, I feel the need to point out I do not call these shoutouts. Why?
Here's why.
YouTube has some screwy rules when it comes to shoutouts. I don't get half their rules anymore anyway. So even though we don't get into anything negative, we keep it all positive, I call these reviews. It's just my way to shine a little light on smaller channels that I think are putting out good content and channels that I enjoy. And this time around, we have a first and a record breaker. We aren't monkeying around with this one. This is the first time we have had a second channel from someone we have previously featured. If you saw YouTube Suggestions 14, you saw Real Police Talk, hosted by John, and he has another channel called Hillbilly Select Reviews. This channel started concentrating on wine, but he has really branched out and gives taste test reviews of all kinds of beverages like coffee, tea, and whiskey. And he even did a chocolate review recently. I'm not much of a drinker anymore, but I do enjoy a good beer, so his beer reviews always catch my attention. John is great at being very descriptive with the flavor, and is very informative about the smaller breweries and winemakers. Many times he has broken out some kind of beverage I've never heard of, and I have a growing list of things that I want to try now because of his channel. One of my personal favorite videos is Beer Review Founders Brewing Company Breakfast Stout. He really sold me on that one, and you could tell he was really enjoying it. Hillbilly Select Reviews has been around almost 2 years and has about 1,300 subscribers. So go check him out and get ready to be thirsty. Sebastian Dylag, and I have to admit, I don't know if I pronounced that last name correctly, but I did spell it right. Sebastian has a flair for filmmaking and brings that style to his channel. He gives some eye-catching tours of his homeland in Poland as well as other places throughout Europe. He uses some great drone shots to give sweeping views of his locations, and the scenery he picks is fantastic. Sebastian's, well, I'm not sure if it's his wife or his girlfriend, but his partner anyway, is always there adding to the scenery and doing a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff as well. She's a big part of the channel. Aside from his incredible locations, Sebastian also offers advice and reviews on equipment, and occasionally offers up some thoughts and opinions about YouTube. One of my favorite videos is the Polish Aviation Museum, where you get a great look at aviation history in Poland as well as other parts of the world. Sebastian recently celebrated his 1-year anniversary on YouTube and has over 1,700 subscribers. He has a great archive to go through, so if you like a cinematic feel to your travel channel, you're sure to enjoy this one. I'm actually kind of new to Sovereign Digital, and I normally wait until I've been with the channel for a little while before I include them in one of these, but I've really been blown away from what I've seen already. Sovereign Digital is a travel channel that offers some outstanding videos on places around the world. The first video of theirs I watched was on the country of Georgia, which I had heard of before, but I really didn't know much about. They offered some breathtaking views of the countryside as well as in the city, and they inspired me to look further into that country's history. I have to point out, they don't make their number of subscribers public, so I don't actually know how many they have. However, based on the fact that they have only been around 5 months, and also on their average view count, I think it's pretty safe to say they were under that 25,000 mark. So I took a chance. As I said, they have only been around 5 months, so there isn't a huge archive to go through, but what is there is really incredible. Check out the video on Georgia, but take a longer look around. There's some really good content there. I don't include a lot of gaming channels in these because I just really don't know what to say about them. But now and then there is a special channel that stands out, and Vendetta Gaming fits that description. They do a lot of live streams like other gaming channels, but they offer a lot more. I don't really consider myself a gamer, but I do like to check out different games, and this channel offers up a lot of quick looks with like 10 and 15, 20-minute videos of games that gives you an idea of how the gameplay works. And they have a very wide range of different games to choose from. And they do more than just games. There is a variety of content, including some great short story readings, usually horror stories, along with some appropriate visuals. There's one called Mommy Can I that I really enjoyed. The channel launched about 2.5 years ago and has right at 1,900 subscribers as I'm making this. I highly recommend going back and checking out the series for the game Until Dawn. It's a good combination of a great game and a good presentation by the channel. Go check them out. This is our record breaker, and it really fits why I'm doing these videos in the first place. Texoma Road Trippers is the smallest channel in terms of subscribers we have ever featured, having 25 subscribers as I make this. They started the channel in July of 2018 and have put together a nice archive in that 7 months. The husband and wife team of Brandon and Nikki take you around to see the sights in and around their part of the world near Wichita Falls, Texas. So they're not too far from me, so you'll actually see some of the same places I featured on this channel. I really don't remember if I found them or if they found me first, but I do know we both posted videos on Archer City about the same time. They actually have several videos on Archer City, as well as Burke Burnett, Iowa Park, and a nice trip to Weatherford, Texas, which is a place I've talked about on this channel as well. They also have some great videos on state parks a little farther west as you get closer to the Texas Panhandle. It's a great way to see some small town North Texas life with great tour guides and Brandon and Nikki. So go check them out. Alright, those are the 5 channels we're featuring this time around. The links to all 5 channels are in the description. You can also click the icon in the upper right hand corner to get to any channel at any time. If you go check out any of the channels and decide to stick around, all I ask is that you let them know where you heard about them and let me know that you went. I always like to know if I'm doing anybody any good. Now, before we close things out, I'd like to present what I call the 6th channel. This is one of the bigger YouTube channels that I also like to watch and feel has good content. While I normally avoid politics on my channel, I do want to shine a small light on Julie Borowski. Julie has been on YouTube for about 7 years and is not your typical political channel. While she does touch on some serious issues, she also uses parody and a sharp wit to bring attention to just how silly politics can be sometimes, especially since we have an entire generation that has grown up with the internet. Admittedly, Julie's channel might not be for everybody. If you are a libertarian, you will love the channel, even if you don't consider yourself to be a libertarian, but can keep an open mind. Go check her out. If nothing else, it might give you a new look at some different ideas. Okay, well, that's it for YouTube suggestions this time around. I don't have a set time for when I put these out because they do take a lot of work, and it just depends on when I can take the time to do them. But look for YouTube suggestions number 16 sometime in the future. Take a look at the end screen to see the names of all the previously featured channels I use clips of at the beginning of the video. And if you want to see previous editions of these videos, you can always check out the YouTube suggestions playlist. And of course, if you aren't already subscribed here, you can do so by clicking the red button on the front page or the double arrow one-way sign in the bottom right-hand corner. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found some channels that you weren't aware of. Thank you for watching. Cody, take us out.
That's a wrap.